everyone. Welcome to the 4-H Clover Flyer Dispatch. I'm Andrea Rippley-Schlais. I'm the 4-H program educator for Jackson and Trempealeau counties. I've got a whole bunch of stuff for you guys again this month, so let's just get right into it. So, first off, a lot of the stuff is mainly just Trempealeau County this month. I don't have as much for Jackson County, but that's how the cookie crumbled. Food stand sign up. I just released that today. It is the 13th of June. It is in an email. Please check your emails, and if you do, just check your spam to make sure that it's not in there. I had put in the newsletter earlier this month or last month to make sure that you had updated your emails in 4-H Online, because I pull a long list of all of the emails. So if I had it last year where some people didn't have their right email in the 4-H Online, and they got very confused when they couldn't find the food stand sign up. So be sure that you have that ready, and if not, I can always send you the link. So you're going to have to make sure that you sign up for the spots. The very first page of it is just all of the numbers of how many people per club need to sign up for either food stand shifts or building monitor shifts, and it'll tally between the sheets who has completed what. So I have heard that looking at it on your phone can be a little confusing, because at the very bottom it'll say like master column, Friday shifts, Wednesday shifts, such and such. So there'll be a little drop down that'll say for which club you're in. I do have it right now just as Arcadia Hummingbirds, so no, Arcadia Hummingbirds does not have to fill all of the club shifts. But I just put it as one because as I was going through and clearing all the cells from last year, I wanted to just know that I cleared those cells. So this is where I've heard that it's a little hard to see on your phone, but you should be able to select it and get the drop down. If not, for sure check it on your computer when you have a chance. Other than that, a suggestion that I've heard from some people is if you're having a hard time filling all of your club spots and you're really struggling, because I mean naturally we have a lot more people on 4-H Online than we sometimes do actually coming to our meetings, so some clubs numbers may not be as realistic as we want them to be. Be sure to ask some of your alumni, preferably like if you had anybody go on trips in the past, or a very active alumni that you think would be willing to come back and do some time in the food stand. Make sure to reach out to them. It might be something fun for them to relive some of their glory days in 4-H, but also we can fill some food stand shifts. And if there's someone that they're just coming for one day and they're just coming to the fair to work in the food stand, we can get them day passes so that they don't have to pay at the gate. So be sure to reach out to me and I can get you guys hooked up with those. Next, this is kind of a big topic. So the future of the Parents and Leaders Association in 4-H. I have a meeting set up for August 28th. The location is to be announced. I'm working on either seeing if I can have it here at the county building or somewhere else. I need to figure out where that'll be here shortly. But the parents and leaders have really been struggling the past couple of years to get enough people at their meetings to have quorum, but also just to make financial decisions with having enough people to actually do so properly. Not a lot of people have shown any interest in joining the meetings, and that's perfectly fine. But we need to now figure out what we want to do with this organization. So that meeting for the August 28th is kind of what we're going to do. The group had decided that each club is required to send a representative. We want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to be at the table and to talk about what they want done. How do they want this to look? That's really what this meeting will decide. But for each club, since they are required to send one member, which we're hoping will be a youth and adult member, they'll also receive $100 for their club for sending a youth and adult representative. You can send more than one representative, but if you do send someone, you'll get $100. There will be a light meal provided, so we won't have to worry about food. And of course, we'll be talking a lot about like bylaws and kind of what we want to see happen. The Parents and Leaders Board has been working on this topic for over a year now. We actually started this topic, I think last winter, where we really talked about like how to get more people there, but also how to change our meetings so that they're a little bit better. We had a really great president who made sure that we got out of there in an hour and a half, so we never had long meetings, but she was unable to continue in her role, and everyone on the board has been over their term limit, and we're ready for either new blood or to figure out a different path to take. So that's an incredibly important meeting, and I'm hoping that we'll have a lot of representation. I'm hoping to have in the next newsletter have a location set. I'm just trying to find the best location that's kind of central to everybody, but yeah, we really need a lot of people there, and it's going to be a big change. So the purpose of the parents and leaders is mainly to be the fiscal agent of the county. So they're the ones that when you make a funding request, they get to decide who gets the money, but also when your child decides they want to go on a educational experience, that's where their scholarship comes from. They're also in charge of running the food stand. So there's a couple things that they normally do, and there's a lot on their plates, so they're just trying to figure out how to either lighten the load or do something that's a little more sustainable for the future. So not as fun of a topic that we like to talk about, but it needs to be said, and something will come out of it for the future. So other than that, that's really all I have for our June meeting, for our June newsletter. So I look forward to seeing you guys in July when a fair and everything else starts happening and it gets a lot busier. So have a great day.